Motherwell are still without record signing Mitchell van der Gaag, who's injured, and Jamie Dolan is suspended, but Dougie Arnold is back to join Willie Faulkner up front, with the added bonus of Tommy Coyne on the bench. It's a very attack-minded team, with Alec Burns on the right flank and young Ian Ross on the left. The 22-year-old midfield player from Bathgate Thistle made his debut in the last match of last season against Hearts, and he started 5 more matches this season, only finishing on the losing side once against Rangers last week. Dundee United have Lance Key, once of Sheffield Wednesday, making his Premier Division debut in goal for the injured Ali Maxwell. And the Scandinavian invasion has started in earnest. Erik Pedersen, formerly of Viking Stavanger, and Kjell Olofsson from Moss in Norway played last week in the victory over Hearts. And they're joined this week by another Swede, 31-year-old Lars Zetterlund, signed from Örebro, having played with distinction for Gothenburg in the Champions League, notably against Manchester United. And the match referee this afternoon is Mr. Douglas Smith from Troon in Ayrshire. Return to Fir Park for Tommy McLean, who's managed here for 10 years, leaving in the summer of 1994. So a match of even greater significance this afternoon following Kilmarnock's victory against Hibs last night. Dundee United have a chance here to leapfrog Motherwell in the league table if they can win this match, trailing Motherwell by 2 points at the moment, and trying to bed in a very new side. Tommy McLean obviously has its problems, but here's Andy McLaren, been at the club for 7 years, and that's blocked by Brian Martin. A foul there committed by Erik Pedersen on Alec Burns. Alec McLeish, the Motherwell manager, looking for a very fast start from his team this afternoon. Martin's header reaches Billy Davis. Martin's involved again in the build-up. Davis looking for Faulkner. In goes Burns on the Faulkner miss kick. Faulkner again, trying to create a shooting chance for himself. Very well policed by Perry. This is Ross. Oh, he's done well. That was close. Well, showing remarkable confidence, the youngster, against such an experienced exponent as Dave Bowman. And look at the ways we've got to test and tease. An international player, Dave Bowman. Ross turning and twisting to send over the cross, just too close to that near post. Skimming, challenged by McSwiggan. Here's Olofsson. McSwiggan on the outside, asking a lot of McSwiggan's pace, and that's a corner kick, conceded easily there by Martin. Well, he had more time, I think, than he appreciated there. Quick enough to read that pass from Olofsson. McKinnon playing it short. This is McLaren. McKinnon has changed the angle. And it's scrambled away at the post there by Eddie May. Still a problem for Motherwell. Back now with McKinnon. Presley at the far post, beaten there by Martin. Pedersen wants the ball back in the area quickly. Martin again in the way. That was Zetterlund. And Zetterlund trying to nip that away from Alec Burns. Only succeeds in giving away the throw, but a very close thing there for Motherwell. The ball flighted in from Ray McKinnon to the far post, won by Zetterlund, who was hovering under the crossbar there, and Eddie May managed to get the ball away. Chance on here, McSwiggan is very quick indeed, setting up for Olofsson. Still a chance for Olofsson. McSwiggan trying to find a way through a gap which wasn't there. McLaren. Well, Andy McLaren very unhappy there. McSwiggan had the chance with a burst of acceleration there, getting away from Chris McCart, trying to find Olofsson inside. McSkimming was the marker, who should have cleared much more decisively than that. This gave McSwiggan the chance to try to get through that gap, and then McLaren's shot was well blocked by McSkimming. Well, all hands to the defensive pump again for Motherwell. They really are living very dangerously. And I think Alec McLean should be concerned about the way Motherwell have failed really to impose themselves on this match at home. Certainly offering plenty of instructions there from the track. On it, robbed by Zetterlund. Skimming to May. Bad tackle there by McKinnon. Hurtling in there on Eddie May. Referee Smith has a quick word with the United midfield player. That's what you call commitment, I think. It's very neat play by May. Just as well, I think, for McKinnon. He was so alert, Eddie May. He is committed and he made no contact at all. Well, a moment of real alarm there in the United box. Lance Key made his mind up to come for this and really hadn't a lot of chance of getting to that with all these players in his way. Came off Faulkner's head. Now Martin spotted the space to come forward into, and he now has Mick Skimming on the left. This is promising from Motherwell point of view. Ian Ross on the outside. Cut back, reaches Faulkner, chance for Arnold, he's offside. Good save nevertheless by Lance Key in goal. Just about the best Motherwell attack of the match. Started off by Brian Martin's charge upfield. They found Sean McSkimming. The overlapping run was made by Ian Ross. The pullback here caused problems for United. Willie Faulkner took possession there and may well have scored himself but for Arnold's intervention. Martin to McSkimming. There's Presley again. Ross wins that from Bowman. Good play by Ross. It was going wide, I'm sure, but still excellent handling by Lance Key. So there was Bowman robbed there neatly by Ian Ross's determination. Now he's driving forward to good effect. May flights it in towards Faulkner. That's for Arnott. Almost reached that United defence. A very good move from Motherwell. Thinking Arnold just inches away from the opening goal. Well, the ball flighted in here by Eddie May. Look at the contribution made by Willie Faulkner here with an excellent header on. Cushioned header. Arnold just couldn't get to that. Zetterlund trying to find McSwigan. It's too long in the air surely for the striker. It's won by Martin. Bowman gets the ball down again. Now looks for McLaren. Martin's in the way again. A chance on here for Pedersen on the angle. Very close. Corner kick it is. Disappointment there for Pedersen, who really thought he had done better, I think. Zetterlund's header. Olafsson's presence was important. The Scandinavian influence apparent here. That was deflected wide. Hanging awkward in the air there. Olafsson and Martin miss it. McSwigan was clearly being held by the jersey. Chris McCart was the culprit. A good chance this for Dundee United. Bowman orchestrating. That's McSwigan. The wall did well. It's a corner kick. Not moved far enough along to beat a very long wall there. Good bit of charging also. McLaren's corner kick. Good ball back in from Zetterlund, and that's a fine save by Howie. A totally deliberate headed attempt that. Very good effort by Zetterlund that. Looping under the crossbar. Shot and Barnes. Chance for Faulkner. He's beaten very well in the air by Presley. An excellent defensive header by Stephen Presley. And a chance perhaps for McSwigan. Martin was strong enough and quick enough. Well, an opportunity there. Second at both ends. Presley sent spinning there by Faulkner. Here goes Ross. As is a superb tackle by Malpass. Coolness personified. Now the chance to break. Olofsson on the left. Malpass has stayed up. Zetterlund inside. Olofsson using pace to go to the byline. The cut back reaches McSwiggan. Oh, suddenly the pace of the match has increased as interval approaches. Malpass again finds McLaren. United still coming forward. Olofsson. Chance for McCart to clear. He's done that well, picking out Arnott. McCart again. Give that away. Zetterlund just gives it straight back. Oh, well, the relief for Chris McCart. Well, that bit of hectic action towards the interval, ending now. No goals in the first half. United starting very briskly indeed, at the better of exchanges in the opening 20 minutes or so. But Motherwell forcing their way back into the match, and it really sets up a very tight and tense second half. It's Motherwell 0, Dundee United 0. It's been a very even contest so far, and that's no more than you would expect with Dundee United involved. In all their matches this season, they might have finished level or been settled by the odd goal. So it would be no surprise if that happened again this afternoon. Big change made though in the last 4 matches in which United are undefeated. Only lost 1 goal in that time. The defence has been tightened up substantially by Tommy McLean. So victory against Aberdeen by 1-0, and against Hearts for the same score, 0-0 with Kilmarnock and a 1-1 with Dunfermline. The last 4 matches. Presley now to Pedersen. Good pass. Zetterlund. And that is a great ball in for Olofsson! By far the best chance of the match so far, made in Scandinavia. Pedersen's pass initially to Zetterlund, and look at this for a quality ball. Over the top there for Olofsson at pace in all the time in the world. It was a very good save by Howie in the end, but he shouldn't have had a chance. Again into McLaren, and well attacked by Martin. Bowman trying to pick out McLaren again. Wishart was across quickly. Bowman to Pedersen, helped on by Olofsson. Back to McSwiggan. Good play by Wishart. Now he's in trouble. Very good recovery though. You have great experience now for Wishart. Here's Ian Ross, not so experienced but certainly willing and very active on that left hand side. Martin holding off McSwiggan. May's put under pressure here by McKinnon. Ross again. May looking for fault. Playing safely by Key. United still coping very well at the back. There's one real glimpse of goal for Dougie Arnott in the first half. McSwiggan. McLaren. Olofsson attacks the ball. It's a goal for United. Shane Olofsson opens his Dundee United account with 11 minutes of the second half gone. Well, look at this for an attack to the ball in the air. McLaren's cross hanging in the air. Howie getting there second to Olofsson. And a powerful header it was. Well, I think the conditions troubled Scott Howie here. The ball appeared to hold up, but Olofsson had no doubts at all about his intentions. Well, the dividend reaped already for Tommy McLean from his Scandinavian excursions. Motherwell now have some problems. No question about that, because United are Oh, with a precious lead and a very solid defence. Tommy McLean still looking on. He's very stern about things, and he's still giving instructions. It's well won by Presley. Zetterlund gets the ball away. Swing into McKinnon. That falls kindly for McSwiggan. Here's Zetterlund. He's in a very good position again, overhitting the cross though for Olofsson. No one coming in the far post. Here's Barnes. Cross goes McKinnon. A very good tackle. McKinnon going all the way himself. It's goal number 2. That's a classic from Ray McKinnon. 2 minutes after the opening goal comes goal number 2, and this is superb. Look at the way he won this initially. It's all down to Ray McKinnon. Then attacks inside. Henderson makes a decoy outside. Holds but Wishart in that inside position. The layoff from McSwiggan outside of the left foot, swerving into the corner, and Howie had no chance at all. Well, it really is a solo goal from McKinnon. Just one little bit of help from Gary McSwiggan here. Good return ball, and the two-footedness of McKinnon pays off again. Here's McLaren. United now in full cry. Zetterlund. Back with McKinnon. Here's Bowman. Zetterlund. Possession retained well by United. Presley, back it goes to Malpass. Offside given against McSwiggan. Oh, real food for thought for Alec McLeish now, trailing by 2-0. Must be contemplating urgent changes here. Up goes Faulkner. Arnott trying a quick turn. Back with Burns. Good ball in, there's Faulkner. Well saved there by Key. And it's tapped in by Ross. Motherwell back in the game. Ian Ross gets his first goal for Motherwell. Lance Key looks on. Very concerned indeed about that, but it was a great ball this by Burns. Fully Faulkner the far post. The keeper did well to get to that first, but Ross followed up for the rebound. Well, Lance Key may think he should have had more of a hand on this to get the ball further away, but he was at full stretch, and Ross did well. Well, a burst of scoring here, and it heralds the arrival of Tommy Coyne, replacing Billy Davis. So, 61 minutes, a goal for Motherwell. Well, after all that activity around the goalkeepers, suddenly the game has burst to life. He checks his watch anxiously. Time very much the enemy. United will make a change. Robbie Winters celebrates his 22nd birthday on Monday, and he will replace Gary McSwiggan. The other way around last week. Bowman flights it in, looking for Olofsson. Screened that well. Back to McKinnon. Brilliant save by Howie. Well, if there's a more two-minute player in the country than Ray McKinnon, I don't know who he is. 2 excellent feet. Remember, he scored that great left foot shot. This is with the right foot, screened there by Olofsson, turned back and thundered into the top corner. Howie at full stretch. There's Wishart. Turned away by Perry. Dave Bowman immediately gave central defensive cover for Malpass when he went on that 40 upfield. Arnott back here to Wishart. Dangerous ball. Faulkner wins it. Headed off the line there by Perry and thumped away by Malpass. Well, Willie Faulkner's a major threat inside that penalty box to any cross balls from Motherwell. Here's Brian Martin now. He's in trouble. Here's Zetterlund. Is he quick enough to do this by himself? Well, perhaps not confident enough to keep on going there with defenders closing in. not sure of his pace perhaps, and trying to take on Scott Howe. Took up a very good position. Malpass goes for that one also. Picks out the clearing header for Pedersen. There's no offside here. Here's Olofsson. Winters inside. A chance here for United to settle the game. Olofsson towards Winters inside. Well, very unselfish, but perhaps he should have gone all the way himself. Good. Tommy McLean wasn't happy about that. Clearance made by Pedersen. Here's McKinnon. Olofsson's the outlet again on the left-hand side. Takes this for a run. This time it's Winters who's onside. Chance for United. It's 3-1 to United. That settles it. Well, the sucker punch on the counter from Dundee United. But Olofsson doing so well again, measuring this pass to Winters, who waited to remain onside and then left Scott Howe helpless with a finish. What good play by Olofsson, and Winters finished to score for the third time in 3 matches for Dundee United, a great record. A chance here now. Tommy Coyne almost got that in at the far post. It's a deflected ball, it's a corner kick to Motherwell. Still pressing on, the referee's checking his watch very carefully. We've had virtually 3 minutes of stoppage time. There cannot be much more time to go for Motherwell. I think they know now the cause is lost. And that third goal for United. Good header by Martin, it's swept off the line by Ray McKinnon. Well, a powerful header from Martin on that corner kick, and Ray McKinnon was the line to clear. Burns with the outswinger. And the final whistle goes. Dundee United have leapfrogged Motherwell in the league by that very good victory by 3 goals to 1. The first goal was scored here by Kjell Olofsson, who was scoring an excellent header, and then the second came from Ray McKinnon, a real solo effort linking with Gary McSwiggan for a 20-yard shot at goal. Then it was a fine recovery there by Ian Ross for Motherwell when he swept on a rebound from Lance Key, but right in the last minute Robbie Winters tied it up for Dundee United with that goal right on the counter-attack at the end. It's Motherwell 1, Dundee United 3.
Alec, a loss of 3 points, which puts Motherwell in an awkward position now. What's your reaction to the game?
I thought we started very badly and didn't get much better in the game. Although, you know, credit to Dundee United, they played well on the day and fully deserved the 3 points.
What was the problem for you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm still trying to work it out in the dressing room with a wee bit of an inquest there, and I can't fathom the performance of the players, because we did determine before the game that it would have to be an aggressive performance. We'd have to put United under pressure, not let them settle down. And you know, in the first 20 minutes, we looked like the away team, as if we were trying to ease ourselves into the game. So very disappointing, from start to finish, really.
Tommy, you've leapt a couple of places by virtue of this win today. Are your thoughts now about challenging or about staying clear of relegation?
No, it's a case I said before that really, if you omit Rangers, Celtic, I think that we are capable of being. We're not there at this moment in time by any means, but I think we are as good as any of the other teams in the league. So that means we're at third place in the table is the target that I'm striving for, or as close to it as we possibly can.
A word about two of the almost old-timers, although Ray McKinnon doesn't come into that category, having moved about a bit, and Maurice Malpass. What did you make of them today?
Well, I think both of them were very influential. Maurice is relishing the new role that he's got there, and you see the breaks that he's making from the back. You know, I don't understand the man at his age trying to do that type of thing, but Raymond ran the show, as far as I'm concerned, in the middle of the park. I've had one or two problems with Raymond in terms of getting him into my way of thinking, but today, hopefully he sees that we're both in the same wavelength, because I thought he was magnificent. His goal capped it.
That win at Fir Park lifts Dundee United, as Jock said, above both Motherwell and Kilmarnock into 7th place in the Premier Division. Now, Fraser, Alec McLeish there mentioned a dressing room inquest. You were there. What was the upshot of it all?
Well, they look much better organised. They look tighter in defence. They look as though they're able to break from midfield. And the thing about them, he's brought in some lads from Scandinavia that look as though they're experienced players, so they're not going to suffer any problems with trying to make the grade. They've probably made the grade in their own country. They're over here in a new experience. But overall, I think the organisation that Tommy brings to teams has shown itself already.
Tommy spoke there about trying to get Ray McKinnon into his way of thinking. I think we know what he's on about there. And he certainly produced the goods today, didn't he?
Oh, I think so. I mean, right away, that Ray McKinnon's always had the potential and the ability to be a good player, but perhaps he's maybe just something just to take in the wrong direction. If Tommy can get that straightened out, he's got a real winner here. Magnificent challenge for the ball. And he looks up, he knows exactly what he's after. He may look as though he's just a little bit casual there, but he plays the 1-2, he's looking for the return, he's made the possession, and magnificent left foot shot, isn't it? Great goal.
And Fraser, he's only 26, although he's been around a few clubs already.
Yeah, he's a well-known player. I think he broke into the Dundee United first team when he was a youngster. And as you say, he has been around a bit, but he's certainly a tremendous player. He's very two-footed, and it's hard to say whether he's actually right-footed or left-footed.
Now, from a Motherwell point of view, Tommy Coyne came on as sub, and that must be a heartening sight for the fans and for the supporters to see him coming back. A goal poacher who could help Motherwell's cause.
Yeah, I think we have missed Tommy, and by saying that I don't want to denounce my teammates who've been playing up front, but he certainly gives us another option.
To the game, and they certainly did have quite an influence.
Certainly did. I mean, this is a good attacking header. It's a terrific ball into the middle. And if you go across a defender, go across a goalkeeper, you're always going to get some joy, and he really does meet it well. But I suppose the opening goal is also important in a game like that. But he looked a good player. This is a tremendous ball from another one of those Scandinavians. Probably Olofsson really should have finished that one well, but all credit to the goalkeeper for making a good save. But they're experienced players, so they're not going to suffer any problems from trying to fit in or anything. They've got an idea what the game's about, and I think the Scandinavians are always attuned to playing in our conditions.
What are the implications though for Scottish football? Tommy McLean's got a problem. He feels he needs a few players, so he just dives over to Scandinavia and brings 3 players in who can immediately slot into the team.
Well, I think he's going over there, he's taking players that are obviously out of contract, and he's getting them without transfer fees. I'm quite convinced that Tommy would be happy to do that with Scottish players, but because of the system that's still in vogue in Scotland, he can't do that. So he goes across there, he brings reasonable quality players over, he's taking a little bit of a chance, but he's seen them for a period of a trial period, and then he's going to decide whether or not they're going to be good enough to do him a job, possibly in the short term.
Fraser, in addition to being a Motherwell player, you're also Assistant Secretary of the Scottish PFA. I mean, how do you feel about this in terms of what it's doing to Scottish football and young footballers?
I have to agree with Billy there, because I think we have to get rid of the transfer system in this country as well. We're not playing an even playing field for Scottish players. Tommy McLean and other managers are going to do this more and more often this season and even next season, because why pay a transfer fee for a Scottish player when you can go abroad and pick up a player from Scandinavia or Holland or wherever for nothing? But we're also losing our best players like Rob McKinnon and Paul Lambert, Gary Smith, Alan Johnson, to name a few. They would possibly be playing for the Old Firm or for Aberdeen and be in our game and improving our game. But these players have been lost because a Scottish team would have to pay a transfer fee. And I think that we have to look at the Bosman case, realise it's in place, there's nothing we can do about it, and players, managers, coaches, the SFA, Scottish League should get together and let's get a new system in place just now, because we need to improve the game in this country.